Well, they've got two good ones in both Jackie and Jade. Yana Grechkina gets us started. Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento picked up the first women's semifinal. So they will be playing the winner of this tomorrow. How might some of the patterns shake out between these two teams?
Well, you got three players who just absolutely love rolling their dinks, which is Stratman, Grechkina, and Kawamoto. And then Irvine will just be keeping that down and steady. So we'll see what happens as Kawamoto and Irvine switch.
Well, Lauren Stratman trying to roll that roll, come in her direction.
1-0-2.
And it looks like they're going to prefer to just keep Jackie on the left and let Jessie just look for opportunities to sneak in there.
Finding the middle is Lauren Stratman. And that's one of the big elements, right? You test out that middle and switching right to left. It's always hard to kind of figure out who's got what coverage.
Yeah, do they remember, you know, like here, as I've mentioned several times when Jessie's playing, they're not going to unwind the stack.
Reaching is Lauren Stratman around for the ATP.
Yeah, you just love those that skim off the net. They're going to get it so wide. We saw Annalie Waters actually put it in the left side of the court earlier on one of those.
Second serve.
You know, what I want to see from Grechkina and Stratman is if they do drive the third, that's fine, but how consistent are they of getting to the kitchen line by making a good fifth? That one's too high, so that's you know, the number of times you get it neutralized to 50-50, and then we get into the dink and the chess match that is up at the net.
Second serve.
Got a good look there in transition. Just getting Jessie while she's still slightly maneuvering forward. Nice job by the Austin resident now, Lauren Stratman.
Yeah, this is twice that Stratman has taken a dink that just went a little too far, and Kawamoto's got to chase that, and we'll see if that change happens going forward.
Second serve. One, 2. Right out.
Some conversation now between Jessie Irvine and Jackie Kawamoto. Got to figure out exactly how you want to approach this team.
Second serve.
Yeah, just not clean so far. They were terrific with
their thirds
and then fifths, and they were crashing off of them, so not quite up to that level from their quarter.
Good leave, and the call from Jessie Irvine.
She yelled out on the first one and then made sure she got that jet engine decibel level on the next one to make sure no paddle was swung.
And another from Jessie. This is a team that took down Jansen and Jones. That's Leah Jansen and Elise Jones. Just 2 games played. Their thirds were on point, like you mentioned. Their fifths even better. Right now it looks like they're trying to drive a bit more as they go to Jessie.
Yeah, they got to get up to the kitchen line, and there's a good look at Julian Arnold just tucked into that hoodie.
Second serve. One, 3, 2.
So it's interesting. They keep getting holds with Jessie on the left side here, but go back to her on the right on offense.
And you were looking for the lob. It was well anticipated by Grechkina.
Yeah, she's a couple feet off to start with, and then all the jumping that she has. I believe her college was the Kangaroos or the Roos, so there's a little jumping from Grechkina.
That is correct. Now a resident in Kansas City.
1-3-1.
She went to the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Won 2 back-to-back championships in 2018 and 2019. Was even awarded the Freshman of the Year in her time and the Rookie of the Year.
1-3-2.
And again, the combination from Jessie Irvine, utilizing her setups so well.
Yeah, a couple balls rolled off the tape there that set them up, and then nice down the middle. And again, not giving anything up.
Jessie trains out of Los Angeles now. Of course, at Piccadilly.
4-1-1.
Really fun place to play if you ever get a chance to go. And I'm really liking the way that I've seen Jessie Irvine kind of get aggressive through the transition zone, not necessarily from her shot selection, but even just her court positioning, getting up to the kitchen line.
Yeah, saw a chance on that second short hop reset, which was really good, and came forward and then found some offense in that transition. That was nice.
Nice close from Grechkina.
5-1-2.
Jessie talking about switching it up right there.
Right up.
Yeah, so you saw Grechkina on the left for the first time there. Let's see if they stay with it or just choosing not to unwind the stack, and that is indeed what it is. Stratman will be back there. Oh, nope, now they tricked the trick.
Second serve.
And as an opponent, you love that. Like, okay, they're already getting out of the things that got them a big victory over Kovalova and Smith to get here.
Love that from Lauren Stratman, coming in, staying aggressive.
2-5-2.
Wow, getting low in the middle of that was Grechkina. I mean, that's what's so fun about some of these points on the women's side of the draws. You get to see so many different dynamic movements, whether it's getting to a defensive position or posture, finding a reset, massive hand battles. Great control, which we're seeing from these four.
And Jackie could even come over a step sooner and there wouldn't be another contact in that particular rally. She's doing such a good job of pulling Lauren Stratman wide.
Lauren Stratman out of Westmont. She played collegiate tennis for the Warriors.
Second serve.
Big two-hand backhand.
Yep. Again, I think we're on the 4mm club here this this day, so slides it right off the top of the tape.
Right up.
And you look at her bio, just multi-time All-American, started all the way back in her freshman year. She's a player of the year multi-times, at least 3, if not her senior season as well.
Second serve. 2-6-2.
You know, to me, I think one of the hardest contacts that I've had to try and find, just even in the amateur game, is the one you saw in the transition zone, the backhand slice volley as you're moving forward and resetting that ball back in the kitchen. That thing had some pace on it.
Second serve.
Nice speed up from Stratman there. Again, they have just not been able to do anything when they've gotten the ball back. Still stuck at 2. See if they can get one more stop here.
I think the scary thing is you're starting to see the effects of having a really solid third shot. Jessie just barely grazing that over the top of the net, able to close in.
Well, their ability to get to the kitchen is what makes them so good.
That one just a bit higher.
Side out.
And it appears, just in terms of a strategy, Grechkina and Stratman continue to return to Jessie, forcing her to have to be the one to drop and get in.
Yeah, because you don't want to deal with the unbelievable depth and drop of Kawamoto.
That's just some really solid dinking from Jessie Irvine.
She'll happily stay there all day long till she gets one up or Jackie gets one. It's why this team is where they are and has a nice lead. They can do everything and make you impatient.
So if you feel stuck in that cross-court battle, like you're on the tough side, you're behind the point, what can you do to kind of get out of that pattern?
Redirect it to a inside foot or make the other player hit a ball. I mean, for Stratman, she's got the good two-handed backhand roll. I'd like to see more of it.
Relentless pressure right there from Grechkina and Stratman. That's just how hard you have to work to get the ball down.
I mean, a phenomenal point from all 4 ladies, and
4-7-2.
a little rally here from Stratman and Grechkina.
So pushing now are Grechkina and Lauren Stratman. What are you seeing from them that you like here?
Like that they're a little more aggressive with their dinks now, and you saw where that miss came from. Irvine was off the kitchen line. So if you make the kitchen line up to course correct on your own.
And for Jade and Jackie, it's really iron sharpens iron, because it's those two going head to head.
Yep.
Side up.
Lauren Stratman with a quick take on the backhand side. That's what you want coming back out of the timeout if you're Irvine and Kawamoto. Ball back right away. When they're playing defense, just watch how quickly their feet get set before contact.
Yeah, if you're not set, you have no chance of being able to reset the ball because it takes your legs to get that ball set.
Even if you're out of position, you're better off getting those feet set and then chasing the ball once it's been struck. You're still moving, you got no shot.
No shot.
Second serve.
Great fight and defense there from Grechkina, certainly getting more of that into her game here. Used to be known for just that wicked power on both sides. Now finding the finesse to go with it. Beautiful ball right there to prove that point.
Jessie and Jackie have made a final this year, back at the Arizona Grand Slam, like we mentioned. Jackie also made another final alongside Leah Jansen in December.
6-8-1.
But she hasn't picked up the women's doubles title yet.
Second serve.
Yeah, Jackie and Jade were planning to go to Universal on that Sunday, and sorry, Jade, you got to come watch me play. I made Championship Sunday.
6-8-2.
I love the patience, no panic from Kawamoto in the midst of the lob coming her direction.
Yeah, got right back to the kitchen line. Didn't
8-6-1.
try to kill an overhead and hit a winner from a tougher spot.
And that's the ball I've been talking about from Jessie. She just seems to be flying in right now.
Yeah, that's a really tough take there. When you're so far back, you cannot stop on that one.
They continue to drop to Stratman and then go to the middle. And it's interesting too, because with the line-to-line drop, that means more than likely you're going to be the one getting it back down the line. Oftentimes you want to try and maybe drop cross court, get your partner involved a little bit more.
Yeah, it depends on what you want out of it. If you think that's the easiest way to get to the kitchen, then keep doing it.
I mean, it's just, you're seeing the pattern over and over.
Yeah.
She's hitting the third and trying to hit that fifth.
6-9-1.
Love that.
Yep, you heard Lauren Stratman say watch it, and she knows if you go high to that backhand, it's a one-handed wrecking crew.
Grechkina getting into the mix. They haven't found her very often.
No, she has had the least hits of any player on this court in this match, and beautiful angle there.
Kawamoto and Irvine have been isolating Lauren Stratman. Just beautiful strokes on the cross-court dinks from those two.
Great job by Stratman of taking that longer dink out of the air, and they are within one.
8-9-2.
And just like that, Grechkina and Stratman have tied this thing up at 9 apiece.
And I think Jackie's looking at Jessie to sort of lead. Are we going to call a timeout here? Jessie never turned around, so we're playing.
And that same pattern's coming the direction. Jessie continues to go with that backhand slice, pushing it all the way to the backhand of Lauren Stratman, just like that. Grechkina and Stratman. All right, game point. And they've got game one.
Switch ends.
A solid job from Lauren Stratman on the cross-court dink battle.
They took game one.
0-0-2.
Switching sides now. Jackie now back on the left.
Yeah, and again, when their score is odd and they're receiving,
1-0-2.
Jessie will be on the left. And we are already seeing some additional balls heading to Grechkina.
Well, to your point, it was interesting. They did close out with a 5-point run for Grechkina and Stratman. The opposing score was 9, so it was odd with Jessie stuck on that left side. More than capable of playing over there. We've seen it so many times. I don't mean to make that the point, but
in this match, it's
just
an
more
issue
of
for
a
sure.
Interesting note in terms of the stat.
Side up.
So 3 straight to get started for Irvine and Kawamoto.
And on the odd here, so let's see what happens.
0-3-1. Second serve.
Grechkina looks to drive, and they've, again, most of the ball's been sent to Lauren Stratman,
0-3-2.
both on the return as well as at the kitchen line.
Yeah, that's starting to change, although that was a 50-50 there, which Stratman took.
Point.
You got the room service platter, you just didn't realize
1-3-2.
that you ordered the meatloaf by accident. Wow.
Some pace from Grechkina.
That is one of the best shots of this tournament by Lauren Stratman there in the transition area to be able to flick that literally a foot over the net. That was outstanding.
This time it goes Jessie Irvine's direction. Lauren Stratman has been sitting in that backhand cross-court battle times trying to find that backhand roll. She looks right there, but hits the net and comes up.
3-2-1. Point.
Yana's paddle.
4-2-1.
The full dive from Grechkina, trying to do her best Elise Jones impersonation.
0-1. Wrong server. Yeah, you're fine. Yes. Timeout receiving team, 5-2-1.
So 5-2, another good start for Irvine and Kawamoto.
Every
Those
means
that have done it previously.
For sure.
Lauren Stratman actually learned tennis from her dad, big proponent in her career.
Wow.
Paddle clank.
Yeah, and they were about 80-20 to win that rally, and then
5-2-2.
some great gets from both Stratman and Grechkina there.
And sliding that one-hand backhand is Kawamoto. It's her turn.
Yep. And
Yes.
big lead here again for these two, up 6-2.
The largest lead in game one was at 2-7.
2-6-1.
In favor of Kawamoto and Irvine.
So Kawamoto is trying to make that look the same as the hard roll dink with the top spin lob there, but got too much of it to miss that one. And this is eerily similar to what happened in game number one. Couple of mistakes, they're within 2.
Tough ball off the top of the net. There's not much you can do there.
No, and her shoulders are not working. Just can't believe it.
4-6-2. Side up. Six, 4-1. Point.
7-4 now for Irvine and Kawamoto.
7-4-1. Second serve. 7-4-2.
That was knifed, wicked Ginsu power there from Kawamoto. My goodness.
8-4-2. Side up.
A nice return. That's what depth of return can do to you.
4-8-1.
That was an incredible get from Grechkina, chasing that one backwards.
Yeah, behind her, and she still threw that into a safe spot into the kitchen, but relentless attack from Kawamoto.
Side up.
It is fun to see Lauren Stratman have some success with that one-hand backhand, though. When I talked to her at the beginning of the year, that was one area where she was talking about her decision-making and really looking to improve, and when she pulled the trigger and how she pulled the trigger, especially on that backhand side.
Wow, Lauren Stratman.
Unreal defense from her, picking up half volley after half volley.
8-4-2.
Little short hops coming off her paddle.
Really good.
Moving the ball around, you can just see how they're doing such a nice job pushing that to the right, pushing it to the left, testing every reset on the opposing side.
And then Grechkina gets on top of it and gets it down on the feet of Irvine.
Second serve.
And a little more energy. I like this from Kawamoto and Irvine right there.
Timeout serving team. 4-8.
And a timeout is called by the serving team.
And then even this matchup here in a semifinal, really good, beating the 2 and the 3 seed. And then and just to put a bow on that, just the dominance of J.W. Johnson and Dylan Frazier.
Yeah.
8-4-1.
That was an impressive semifinal. I like that they talked about being aggressive heading into tomorrow's final. A rematch.
Point.
And there's the stretch for Jackie Kawamoto. Another push ball.
9-4-1.
And I love the pace and power from these four right now. Great defense, hands battles, getting the resets in there. Game point for Irvine and Kawamoto.
Second serve.
I think that's the first drop we've seen missed from Kawamoto.
In a while.
10-4-2.
Sure to make that one.
Side out.
Tough ball for Jessie Irvine. That backhand side. Side out for Grechkina and Stratman.
Point.
And I like the answers here from Grechkina. She's seen a little bit more here in game two.
5-10-1.
Yeah, if she's getting anything that bounces up above the height of the net, she is blasting it straight ahead at Kawamoto.
Point.
So a couple of game points were saved there, Cam, and now they had a huge
6-10-1.
rally in game number one, so look out.
Second serve. Six, 10-2.
And getting caught just on that left hip, so tough. I don't think she expected that ball to be struck quite where it was.
Couple of mistakes out of the air there from Stratman. Another chance for Kawamoto and Irvine to force game three.
And really sliding to open up that forehand side is Kawamoto, who picks up game number two alongside Jessie Irvine, which means it's time to go to game number three right here. Missed return gets the first point for Grechkina and Stratman. Dave, what do you want to see take place for these two teams?
Yeah, I want to see who executes better. That's what the difference has been, and Irvine and Kawamoto have gotten off to the best starts.
To your point, they had a strong start both in game one and game number two if you're just joining us. Game three now starts in favor of Grechkina and Stratman, up 2-0.
Wow, they had a beautiful chance at 3-0, and Grechkina took a step and then said go, go, and it was too late for Stratman to get there. That was a bunny, just ready to get up 3-0. See if that has any lingering effect. Boy, I don't know what happened there.
That's when you just got to laugh that one off and go, move on. Not sure what just happened.
Second serve.
Yeah, Stratman has just been very focused on giving the ball to Irvine when she's been returning.
cross-court drive from Jessie Irvine. Looks like both these teams right now just trying to settle into game 3 here.
2-1-1.
2-1. Ball back to Grechkina and Stratman.
And now both teams have had a problem with the ball in the middle, and it's a race to 9 now.
3-1-1.
Nice man.
Back to the cross-court battle. This time it's Irvine getting the better of it.
Yeah, so whichever lady rallies more to the middle and stays along the kitchen line, there's opportunities there. Wow.
Oi.
You gotta say, come on, net.
I know, especially, give me a chance to go get it.
Oh, that one just died. Perfectly placed for Lauren Stratman.
So good, and we saw that. That's how they made the big comeback in game number 1. She's the one hugging the kitchen line, reaching in, and just a beautiful roll down the middle.
Yeah, so watch on the preceding contacts on that cross-court battle. They unwind the stack there. But it's interesting to watch as she cuts that ball.
It was almost disaster as nobody went for that ball in the middle until the last second, and then they got a mistake from Stratman. So this is huge for momentum to at least get 1 point, get out of the odd.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll replay the rally.
Well, we haven't seen that all weekend.
No.
Ball on. Somebody
Ball
just
on.
shanked one from another court.
Yeah, that's you got to do some work to get that there.
1-6-1. Point.
And a point. Getting off the odd, Irvine and Kawamoto. How many can they find here? They better start moving.
Yeah, Stratman left one up in the middle and
2-6-1.
paid the price.
Second serve.
They've had some issues in the middle.
Yeah, well, Kawamoto's trying to get to
2-6-2.
a third so that she can roll it in and get them in a good spot. Just on the line.
And you can see this change in strategy with Kawamoto on that left side. She's really moving that ball around. You saw a couple middle dinks to the forehand.
Yeah, and it's stunning that Grechkina is not getting the ball in this match hardly ever. And that lob just got far enough where Stratman couldn't get a good swing at it.
Point.
The right timing for Kawamoto, recognizing a little indecision.
That was not hit clean at all, but that was such a weird angle. This is an interesting decision. I mean, they can challenge it. They have both timeouts left, so strategically, if you think you saw.
And I believe Grechkina and Stratman are going to challenge this.
Challenge of the
Yeah.
out call. The out call puts
I think
us
it's a
at
good
4-6-2.
time for a timeout anyway.
Regardless,
so why not
yeah, I might
bring-
as well use one.
pack that into your.
After video review, the call stands. The challenge is lost. The timeout is lost. We'll resume play at 4-6-2. One timeout, Two timeout.
Call stands, so a timeout is taken off the board for Stratman and Grechkina, and a point on the board for Irvine and Kawamoto. Now within striking distance, 2 away. Line-to-line battle, and this time it's the quick poke from Irvine.
So when Stratman's brought the ball back to the middle a couple of times, she got tagged with one, and then she's so far off the court that down the middle of her half of the court is wide open.
Oh. What a grab. Nice job from Lawrence Stratman and Yana Grechkina right there. There were some tough dinks coming their direction.
Yeah, Stratman pulled the trigger from 3 feet behind the kitchen line there and lived to tell about it.
6-5-1.
Back on the odds, so let's see what happens here.
And immediately they go right back to the cross court. Lawrence Stratman says, I'm just going to sit here. I've scored several points this direction.
I want
7-5.
this.
Woohoo!
That was a catch and release from Kawamoto there, because this was really stung by Lawrence Stratman there. That's impressive to get a paddle there, let alone end up hitting a winner.
7-5-2.
Kawamoto doing a little fly fishing. And it's Kawamoto from 5 feet off. I think that's one of the wildest aspects, is as that hand battle progresses, you start popping back. I mean, at what point do you think I need to reset to get to more of an advantageous position up at the kitchen, or that I counter with some pace?
Because my partner left a ball up in my opponent's eyes. I mean, that ball should have been down, and Stratman had a huge opportunity there. Kawamoto made a great recovery.
I mean, playing that all the way to the video boards. You gotta be kidding me. She's pushing off to get that ball back over the net.
Yeah, getting anchored up against it, and Stratman was trying to find enough topspin to keep them back, but just went for a little too much there. And here we go again, sevens.
Tying it up after being down 2-6.
Second serve.
And only the first serve that they earned that tie.
7-7-2.
Interesting. They're going to keep Grechkina on the left here.
Oh, a changeup. Gosh, the first time we've really seen a full pattern change and switch from those two. Why is this the right time?
Well, they may say, we want cross quarter, we want to shadow somebody, so who do you want to be in front of? And they've made that decision right there, and they are right back to, they want Grechkina in front of Jessie Irvine, or however you want to say it, Stratman cross court from her. And after all those backhands, there's a forehand, and it was missed. So Stratman and Grechkina would love to continue this match and this all day long.
And add another one for Lauren Stratman. Now up 9-7.
Off of what you want to do. But there is the second time they have switched.
And it appears to be the answer.
So we'll see if they do it. They did it with Jackie, so they've done that twice with her. They have not done it when Jessie has been returning to
Yeah, that's a good point.
unwind the stack. So let's see what they decide to do.
And they do it.
Oh, my.
Oh, and off the net. So a nice shot. Just a little love.
And you want a much better, deeper serve. They begged her to come in, but here we go, match point.
And the match to Grechkina and Stratman, moving to Championship Sunday.